Wow, what a start to the year. In this video, I'll be breaking down the top 50 best new mods of January 2026 in Baldur's Gate 3's Mod Manager. I'll also be featuring a few mods from Nexus. So, a brief overview of what to expect. We got another mod here which changes a companion into a Dragonborn. This time, it's Astarion, a really cool mod. We got a ton of equipment mods for you here. A X-Men themed subclass mod, or multiple subclasses. We got early access scenes restored here, which is actually incredible to see. We also have some more content that's hard to access in the base game, a Kitsune Race Mod, and my second subclass mod, the Way of the Pizza Chef Monk, which I'm excited to announce has been added to Larian's channel from Hell Mods. They've been playing with it on their stream, so we got a lot of amazing stuff to cover here today. Now, isn't this cool? This is a mod that will change Astarion over into a Dragonborn. This is made by Akelke here. And what's amazing about this is in the base game of Baldur's Gate 3, Dragonborn don't have proper animations. And in fact, actually with this mod, you can turn everyone in your party into Dragonborn because it fixes the talking animations here, which it just looks amazing. So here is an example of what it looks like. I did do a full video breaking this down. I'll be doing another video talking about my favorite Dragonborn mods because honestly, this is so cool. And next up, we have the Mutant Powers Marvel X-Men by Aurelius2112. This is really cool. Now, unfortunately, there was an update that actually broke it. Unfortunately, here, I would love to show this off. I actually showed it off in my Best Mods of the Week video a couple weeks back. But this adds in new subclasses, or revamps the subclasses, like, for example, Battlemaster Fighter into Cyclops here, which gives you these optic blast attacks. These really cool VFX on it, and you can play as not just Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Psylocke, Magic, and Colossus. And there was recently an update that added in Emma Frost as well. It's cool though, it makes certain classes like the Storm Sorcerer into Storm, and the Assassin Rogue into Psylocke. Once I get this working again, I will be doing a future video on it. But next up, we have a very interesting one with the HallowLeaf Epilogue letters here. This is by Juno is Playing, Kalosina, and Magnet Tuning. This is funny because there's some very weird conditions in order to get the HallowLeaf Epilogue letters. So these lovely folk that stay at our camp, we can actually get letters from them. Weird conditions though. So the original way to get this is you have to play a Shadowheart origin, save your parents, have no romance, and decide that you want to have a peaceful life. That's how you get that. Not a lot of people would do that with no romance. So another option would be to save her parents, then break up with her in the final bed scene, which, why would you do that? So really weird. You then have to pickpocket these letters off of Shadowheart. Really odd that this is the only way to get the letters from her actual parents in the game. This mod changes that. So with this mod, as long as you save her parents, you will get the letter in the after party. Now, it seems like maybe this was done this way with the weird conditions because the letter's supposed to be very personal, but there's a lot of personal letters in the epilogue. So yeah, this now helps restore it because most people have not gotten these letters. And next up is a very popular mod. I actually forgot or missed it at first. This is the Kitsune Race Mod here by McMCS, which has full progression here, which focuses kind of like a mobile version of a healer as a race. This is also paired with the Kitsune Tales mod, which we'll be covering a little bit later on when we get to some character creation mods. But yeah, playable Kitsune Race. And a lot of people seem to really enjoy this, so I just want to highlight this here at the first. Because yeah, this is something new, and there is a Tabaxi mod, but this may be more of your style. They do have the Nine-Tailed Swiftness too, which gives an increase in dexterity and boosts their movement speed up at level 9, which normally race mods don't have features that high, which could be interesting to you. But yeah, you can add some cool tails, and they actually match the dye and highlights that you have on your hair. So yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. And following up with my College of Winterspirit Bard mod, I released the Way of the Pizza Chef Monk. So this is a fun build, which is not as overpowered as like an open hand monk with the Rogue Thief. You do get some extra attacks, like you get the Manifestation of Oregano. We also come with healing pizzas and dough elementals. And with the help of Incognito Burrito and Sumer Dagnoth, we actually made Baldur's Gate 3's very first pizza summon, which, yes, it can actually attack. It's insane to see this come to life. This was just a fun idea that I had, and I wanted to explain why pizza is in Baldur's Gate 3, because there literally is a pizza item in it. And I've always wondered, why do you get that when you summon in a Hero's Feast? Sometimes you get that pizza. Well, this class answers that question. And Larian's team has actually been playing with this mod on their streams, which I think is amazing. And here's their live reaction to the Way of the Pizza Chef Monk on stream. They were laughing so hard they were crying. It seriously made my day to see this. So yeah, this is a mod that you can also see in Larian's Channel from Hell live streams. I'm so blown away by this. This is so cool to see. They actually shared it on Facebook and Instagram, and I was just going through my social media, seeing this pop up, and yes, Larian is using the mod that I made. But yeah, in saying this, my next subclass mod should be releasing very, very soon, so you guys can stay tuned for that. But if you haven't already, go download The Way of the Pizza Chef Monk. You can order now on Heroes Feast. We'll now get into some equipment mods here, and this amazing dress just dropped here. This is the Aureate Arpeggio Gilded Gown by Barry Semifreddo. Love all their outfit mods, and this takes inspiration from some 70s fashion, and I gotta say, this looks amazing here. It also has full dye support too, so you can make this look however you want. And that's what it looks like dyed black. So yeah, I think this will be an outfit that a lot of people really enjoy. It is so very well done. And there's actually a Nexus mod version that comes with a little tattoo and some different versions of the outfit. So yeah, this is a very fashionable mod. Next up, we got the Shotgun Crossbore here by AS Reaper. This is a cool one. It's a crossbow shotgun that's been made custom by them, and I must say, this one looks amazing. It actually fits in Baldur's Gate 3 very well. I can imagine this being made by like Gortash or someone. So yeah, this is a really fun new weapon here. Definitely recommend checking this one out, as goes great with some of the different Artificer mods that are out there. And yeah, just another great, another equipment mod by AS Reaper. Next up, we got the Elle Outfit of the Ice Island by Elledwyn. This was commissioned for Pit Pens from Discord server. It's amazing to see this because it also goes very well with my College of Winterspirit Bard. Amazing outfit here. And here is what it looks like on the character. This is a really good looking outfit, I gotta say. It fits perfectly with an ice cold caster. It's got this really cool crown too. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. So Elle Outfit of the Ice Island. Next up, we have the Medea Collection by Bean Sprout here. This has a few really nice outfits, and they come with some different versions. And I can spot a screenshot from Axiana anywhere. These look amazing here. And this is what it looks like here. You got this other top piece. You can dye it around, change it how it looks. I think these all look really nice, and they come in a chest here with a variety of different pieces. So you can mix and match. It also has some camp version and necklaces as well. It's very well done. And this mod is also available on Nexus Mods. Next, we got the Infernal Coronet Lava Forged Crown by Barry Semifreddo. And we went from ice cold to now flaming hot. What's cool about this mod is it glows there. You can see the dirge on the far right side there. And it also has full dye support. If you wanted to change the color of it, you can go with like a black dye there. You can go with the one without the glowing lava or with the glowing lava. It comes with this nice designed pouch. And like other Barry Semifreddo mods, it's easy. You can just purchase this from vendors, or you can have it in the tutorial chest. One of my favorite outfits in Elden Ring is the Carrion Knight outfit, and this is a very similar version that was made with a lot of hard work by AS Reaper here. I finally got this to appear in my inventory, and just look at this mod. It is next level. What's also great about this is it's been made for all different types of body types here, so that's one thing I gotta appreciate, because it's very hard work to get that to work properly. And you can see it here. It just looks so nice. So yeah, that is the Knight of the Lunar Eclipse armor here. They actually made this from scratch as well, and then used pieces like the Armor of Agility or the Elven Chain to be able to piece this all together. And yeah, it looks so good. And another really nice armor set here. This is the Royal Knight Progressive Equipment set by Skirby, and this looks so cool. Not just the armor's appearance, but like other Skirby mods, it has progressive abilities here, so it's going to scale up with your level and give you different abilities. And this is actually a pretty nice one. I like it because it feels like somewhat balanced. You get the challenge to dual ability, which can apply bleeding on the target, a warding bond as well. So yeah, this armor set has full dye support as well. If you're looking to make a certain thematic play style with your team, you can then have this armor dyed how you like it. Really good stuff here, the Royal Knight Progressive Equipment set. Next up, we got the Aardi's Chest of Presents. So I really like Aardi Henrietta's mods. Unfortunately, for some reason, this one wasn't working for me, but this has a bunch of special gifts, which includes their Knights and Dames armor mod, which I cannot say enough good things about. This is available on console as well if you're watching from there. This has so much really nice looking armor with full dye support. I'm often using this in my videos just because of how great this is. But this is included in the Aardi's Chest of Presents, and also the Wings character customization here. So yeah, go have a party with Aardi's Chest of Presents. Next up, we got a very cool one, the Greatsword of Moonlight by Archon here. Now, this is another one that I've been using in my mods, or my mod videos, the best mods of the week. It's a large, oversized weapon here that looks like the Moonlight Greatsword. A lot of stuff to love about this, and there's a Greatsword and a Longsword version of this as well. And here's what the 3D model looks like. Really cool stuff here. So yeah, that is the Moonlight Greatsword, or Greatsword of Moonlight. Next up is the Wrong Way Pure Wizard. Now, this is Wrong Way Fell Down. They've actually released a lot of different mods here, which fit, interestingly enough, on different classes and set up different types of builds. Like this one for the wizard gives you some different weapons that give you lightning charges, adding additional thunder damage onto your attacks. And you get a variety of different choices there between staffs, crossbows, and torches. It also comes with some different types of armor here with a ton of buffs. It's a lot of overpowered stuff, but you can put together a build, especially if you're using like any type of difficulty mods. This can add to some really synergetic feeling builds because you get all the different passives that you'd want. They've also released the elemental clothing, elemental jewelry, pure wizard, warlock, barbarian, rogue, all the other subclasses as well, with a lot of these class mod versions being released very recently, including the rogue, paladin, barbarian, monk, cleric, fighter, warlock, and wizard. And next up, we got the rocket launcher. There's been a variety of different mods like this one since the game has been released, and this lets you blow things up with a rocket launcher. Immersion breaking, yes, amazing and awesome to use. It is. So if you want to pull up with the car wild shape mod here and do an exploding around, you can do it. Another amazing mod by the creator of the Baldur's Gate 3 and car wild shape mod, which are also shared in Larian's live streams as well. Next up, we got the Skirby's Arcane Witch Progressive Equipment Set by Skirby here. I always get a lot of comments freaking out anytime that I share mods like this, so I'm just going to do it as modestly as possible. With this mod, you can also change the color of the outfit, and on top of this, there are a variety of different body shapes that do come with it, as you may have used some of their other mods before. There's also a queen body and a princess body, and you can see what the queen body does to the cloak that I was just wearing. It also comes with a bunch of different spells here that are enchantment style. So you got like the Alluring Fragrance, the Charm Madness, Irresistible Charm, and the Power Word Erupt. I know I'm going to get comments about that one, so I'm sorry in advance. But again, I can't go without showing some of the more popular mods. So that's Arcane Witch by Skirby. Next up, we got Zani Casual Outfit by Aardi. And I've also covered some of their other mods like the Cazadora here, which came out last month, and Claire Obscure, which came out in August, which adds in outfits like Expedition 33. And I just recently did a video covering on my Elle build, but with the Zani Casual Outfit, you can see it here. It has a really cool little tie on it there, and it comes in 2 different versions. It also has a camp clothing version. Unfortunately, it won't appear in my game at the current moment. I was using it in a recent video, but it's inspired by Withering Waves. So that is another mod by Aardi. Amazing job. Now, another outfit mod, we got the Woodland Wardobe 5 Outfits for Body Type 1 by Cloudy. This one's cool because it's now available on console. Normally, they don't get released to console this quickly, but this adds in 5 new outfits with dye support, but they come with the brown and green look, which I think fits very well into Baldur's Gate 3, and I definitely encourage you to try this mod out if you're looking for something that's more thematic to the game. Great for Rangers, Rogues, and Druids, and you can buy that at Aaron or at Hoots and Talion Act 2, and also available in the tutorial chest. And next up, we are getting into class mods. There's quite a few of them here. The Dragonknight Class here by Buddy Dragon adds in a new paladin-esque type of class, which has elemental different smites that you can get. You choose between different dragon lords here, which all give you different abilities. So like a fire dragon obviously giving you like a fire multi-attack. You get Wall of Fire and Fire Breath. You go with the acid one, you get a Spit Acid ability, Vain Hope, and a few others. You also get poison there's a poison version, there's a thunder one, and ice, which I think is the strongest for my testing of this, and it also gives you this warding frost, which can heal you. It's kind of cool. And they just added another subclass. This is one that I'll be doing a future video on. I think this is one of the better Dragonknight class mods out there. And next up, we got the DTO Otherworldly Archetypes by Zaylen. Now, this adds in a ton of new subclasses. And unfortunately, this one's not showing up for me. I think one of the mods that I have downloaded is causing them all just to not appear. But this adds in for the fighter, the Chrono Knight, the wizard, the School of Bombardment, the rogue, Seeker, and you can see all the subclass icons below them. Dream Domain Cleric, Circle of Wrath, Druid, College of Storm Calling Bard, the Wretched Soul Sorcerer, Path of the Revenant Barbarian, and the Psyker Warlock. And then we also got the Oath of Illumination Paladin, the Dawn Strider Ranger, and the Way of the Friar Monk. It's a great month for monk players. There's a lot of monk subclasses, but this adds in a new subclass for every class in the game, kind of like a patch 8 in a mod. And definitely worth checking this out. This mod is in the process of squashing any bugs. You can also use Mistress spells, and it's definitely recommended to put it on that mod. And I'll be doing a future video on this one because this mod is huge, not for so much. Another mind-blowing class mod is the Duelist class by Beat Around My Bush. This is amazing for fans of Expedition 33 because it adds in so many cool VFX and spells based off of the game here. So at level 2, you get to choose between a bunch of different abilities. It's obviously based off of my Elle from that game. And as someone that has beaten Expedition 33 in the week that it came out, I'm a huge fan of this. You get to choose a bunch of different pictos, and it adds more of them as you continue to level up here. Restore 1 action point when attacking, and mark target once per turn. Energizing attack. If you've played Expedition 33, you'll recognize this, but if you haven't played Expedition 33, go play the game, and then also play this mod at the same time, and you'll have a great time. And you'll see you continually keep getting more and more picto choices as you level up. The build variety in this mod is honestly out of this world, because you get a ton of different spells here. They use action points, the resource, and then you regain those on your turn, and then by taking pictos. And then you just get so many different options here, and they scale up as you go up in level. And even things like the Marked, which has actual VFX. So yeah, it's definitely crazy to see a mod of this scale and do so much in a single mod, while also being based off of another game altogether, and have it translated so well into Baldur's Gate 3. And it even has level 20 support, so you keep getting more choice to build up your character as you continue to go along. Honestly, so cool to see something like this. And that's not all. You also get this inventory item here if you summon in with the tutorial chest that adds in all the rapiers in the game. So cool. So it has metal and all that. And then these attacks do have their own special VFX, which look amazing. For example, here's Ride the Lightning. So, there's a bit of an issue. All right, so I'm sorry it won't actually let me show off the VFX for whatever reason. It just keeps lagging. Weirdly enough, that happens whenever I'm making my mods here. So, yeah, the VFX are insane. It looks identical to what you see in Expedition 33 if it was in Baldur's Gate. You can also add different trails to your weapon, which I think looks really cool there. So here's like the Phantom Strike, for example. I showed this off in a previous video. It was super cool to see, but I'm not sure what's causing this not to work. It was working earlier today when I was doing a rehearsal for this video. But yeah, this is super cool. You can also see the marked icon on him there. Super, super sweet. And the main attack will actually apply all the different pictos that you had applied. You can see there we were able to break this character here, or Jahair, I should say. So you can also apply mark. For some reason it's not working here. I need to go through and clean up my mod load order whenever I do these videos. Oftentimes things pop up after downloading a bunch of mods, but expect a future video on the Duelist class because this is out of the world. This is this world amazing. Cool VFX. Next up, we got the Way of the Sword Saints. This is a monk subclass here based on Sekiro, and I'm a big fan of that game, so I love this class, and it's got a cool die for it as well. But this is a mod that's made by ZX10RX, and if you've used the Mindweaver or the Sword Dancers of Try, you'll know that they've made some amazing mods, cool icons here, and think of like a katana-wielding, fast-attacking monk subclass here. So I'll be doing a future video on this one because I'm a big fan of this here, and it's a very mobile class and focused on like doing parries and attacking with a ton of different abilities here. That is the Way of the Sword Saint. Another monk subclass, the Way of the Hurricane. Heavy Weapons Monk here by the Wailing Bard is a monk that's focused on using some of the bigger weapons in the game. It's based on a homebrew by Laser Llama here. But this monk is has the proficiencies in glaives, great axes, great swords, halberds, mauls, and pikes, and you treat them as if they were monk weapons here. Now, this isn't the only monk subclass of the Wailing Bard released this month. We actually got blessed with another one. Their Way of the Boulder, a hardy monk subclass, which is focused on being more so an earth-based one, which gets benefits from staying on the ground. It's constitution-based, which can add it to its weapon rolls instead of like strength or dexterity. And you can gain resistances to different types of elements. This one just came out a few days ago as well. It is the Way of the Boulder. Reminds me of Chris punching the boulder in Resident Evil 5. Next up, we got Origin Feats 2024 by the Real Zir. They've been putting out a lot of amazing mods. And I also want to mention their Wizard 2024-ish, which updates the Wizard to close to the Player's Handbook 2024 rule set, all the different subclasses, and also their Mayhem mode, which makes things actually pretty crazy. But I want to talk about the Origin Feats here, which adds in feat selection at level 2, which previously not something that would work out very well oftentimes. And while I'm at it, I should also mention their Warlock Invocations 2024, which makes some changes to the Warlock Invocations from Player's Handbook 2024. It also adds in some of my favorite ones, like the Eldritch Spear, which increases the range of Eldritch Blast. It moves Life Drinker down to level 9 and makes it so that it does a 1d6 of Necrotic instead of your Charisma modifier, and adds a 1d8 of Healing. And funnily enough, you get the Devouring Blade here, which lets you get an improved extra attack. So yeah, this is a really fun mod, especially if you're a fan of the Warlock. Also, Races 2024 by the Real Zir came out at the very start of the month, and this adds in some changes from Player's Handbook 2024, which adds like differences to the human, halflings, and other races. And it can actually give you, there's a challenge version on Nexus, which makes it so the Dwergar are actually debuffed, making it so that they have late sensitivity, which is actually kind of challenging. But yeah, a lot of different changes here to the overall subclass, or the different races. and it fixes or makes the small races have normal 9 meters of movement, which obviously it sucks having less movement speed in a game like Baldur's Gate 3, so that helps out with that. And now getting into some character creation ones. Deeper Wrinkles here by Lunar is amazing because this is great for just accessibility. If you want to play as an older looking character, now you can. And this is the difference between what it would look like at max wrinkles before and now after. Much more natural, especially if you want to create a certain style of character and you just found you couldn't with Baldur's Gate. You can now do that with this mod. So I'm all for mods that just let players make a character that looks like themselves. So this is an amazing mod here by Lunar, the Deeper Wrinkles. And in the same vein, we got Cat Shadowheart by Charles. This actually stems from an older Tabaxi mod that hasn't been maintained, and the author kind of disappeared here, and this creator took this over, and they created this mod derived from that one here, which fixes a problem. No cat girls in Baldur's Gate 3, as per their description of this mod. So yeah, this adds in a cat girl version of Shadowheart. I'm sure there's a person out here that this mod is perfect for, so I just wanted to share this one. So yeah, Cat Shadowheart by Charles. And one of the most popular head mods now available in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager, Evelyn's Head by A2P1K02. This is the most popular mod of January. Based on Evelyn, the character that's extremely popular, this is what it looks like here. So you've probably seen many of edits with this character's face here, so you can now play with it too. And there's also a version on Nexus that removes the pinkness around the eye there. But this one just has a slightly open mouth you can kind of see, versus this one having it shut. So Evelyn Head, most popular mod of 2026 January. Now you may have noticed me using this hair and many other ones a lot recently. This is from the Elledwyn Hairstyles mod by Elledwyn. This has so many really cool hairstyles and actually amazing highlight support as well through them all. It offers something different. All these hairstyles are unlike anything that we've gotten before, and it just gives you so much creativity if you're looking to make a new character. I also really like to add on different bangs and extension mod to really customize these even further, but I'm just going to take you through all of them here. This is the one that I've been using a lot in my videos, one of my favorites. And yeah, these are just incredible new hairstyles. So if you're looking for something new, I would definitely recommend trying out the Elledwyn hairstyles. Next up, we got the Strongwomen of Faerun Body Type 3 revamp by Mango Punch, giving our Body Type 3 characters a more aesthetic appearance, making them more muscular. I do want to mention a quick compatibility issue. If you are using the Karlach as a Dragonborn mod, this one won't work for you, unfortunately, but it basically just makes the characters' bodies more bulky, and I'm a big fan of it. I also use the Absolutely mod here. It just makes the body type a little bit more muscular, so this is the Strongwomen of Faerun. And the Vulpine starter pack here by MIKMCS. This adds in a few different types of tails here, which I know a lot of people are excited for. And you can actually have a 9-tailed beast transformation here. Another thing with this mod is it actually takes the highlight colors and it applies it to the ears, which are labeled under the horn section here. So you can do some cool stuff with this. Great if you're going to play with the new Kitsune Race mod. But yeah, I just want to highlight this one here, the Vulpine starter pack. Then we got some more head mods here, and this one is the Nia's Heads Pack 1 by Nia 10,000 or 1004, and the Nia's Head Pack 2, which brings in a bunch of new faces here. I'll go through some of their shots because their character designs are really well done and show off the appearances of this very well, and they also have some body type 2 faces too. So yeah, these are really nice. And these are from Head Pack 2. So I'm just going to quickly go through their appearances they got here, as some of them aren't properly showing up for me. I just have so many mods downloaded, but love this. It's really nice, and they feel natural within Baldur's Gate 3. So definitely worth checking out Nia's Heads Pack 1 and 2. And next up, we got the Child of Baal by Hey It's Goblin. They released this at the start of the month, and then they also released Silhouettes by Goblin just a few days ago at the very end of the month. So yeah, more photo mode poses that look incredible. I always enjoy seeing what people make with a lot of these different photo mode mods. So this one, you can see the inspiration. This is more so themed to be around in the Temple of Baal and doing a photo shoot perhaps with Orin, going all crazy. So yeah, this is a really interesting one. You can get some awesome shots with it. And Silhouettes here by Goblin as well. So this one is like for solo photos if you want to take them as your character, or if you pose them with multiple characters, they actually kind of do look amazing when you've got multiple characters there. But very natural, demure, and mindful poses here. And there are 24 of them. Looks incredible. And actually, I was saying this a couple days ago, but these look like they're from real life. Blows my mind what's possible in Baldur's Gate. So yeah, definitely go check out both these mods. And if you like to share photos, I do have a Discord server. It's linked in the description where you can share some of your photos you may take with this mod. And next up, we got Granny's DIY project by _Sam. Now, I covered this in my Best Mods of the Week video, and I went through all the instructions on how to do this, but basically, you take a short bow within the game, you take any of these gems which you can find, like the Onyx, for example, will add necrotic damage onto the bow. You take a Scroll of Magic Missile, or whatever type of scroll you want to add that spell to the bow, it then becomes a special spell that's attached to the weapon. You can then add in special arrow types, which will allow you to shoot those for free, and you can fuse your bow with soul coins. If you have these bows here, they get a special form as well. Again, you can see here a variety of the different bows that you'll be able to craft. It's really cool. There's a bunch of different choices, and you can also do this with hand crossbows. I'm a big fan of the different Granny mods, so this is the Granny DIY project. I did get some questions asking how to find this. You have to type in Granny. You can't have spaces, the one word, or you just type in Granny and you should be able to find it that way. So back to photo mode, Little Mirror of Expressions, full collection here by Little House of Imagination. This adds 538 different expressions. Now, if you have the Faerun Fashionistas Mega Pack, you may already have a smaller version of this mod that has a ton of different facial expressions in it. This one adds in even more, and I gotta say, they're incredible stuff here. So yeah, an amazing mod here, the collection of Little Mirror Expressions. Go check it out. And another awesome mod here is the Scratches Furbies by Elledwyn. This one's actually also included in the Larian channel from Hell, the stuff they've been using in their live streams. The lead company here with Withers, Big Naturals, and a few other mods. My Pizza Chef, and now the Scratches Furbies, which adds in little Furbies into the game, which, yeah, you can play catch with Scratch. I think this is cool, and nightmare fuel from my childhood. And did anyone get scared by this episode of The Simpsons growing up, or is that just me? Now on to Nexus mods. This one is massive. The early access scenes restored by Hyperspace Towel. This restores scenes that were cut from early access. I did a video on this earlier this week, and you can see here it adds in some of the things you may have seen if you played early access, or if you haven't, there's a ton of new content here. So like the fishermen, when you first approach on the beach here, these fishermen have been obviously taken over by the Mind Flayer here, and this is something that's obviously not in the game, but it was available in early access, with a bunch of different content and different variety. Like, this can play out differently depending on how the combat encounter goes. If you clear them out on turn 1, it's fine, but after turn 1, you'll see the Mind Flayers actually just taking them over. And also the companions have a bunch of reactive dialogue to all these. But this mod adds in 1,000 lines of dialogue, 100 different conversations, and it even has some cool stuff that happens that you may not have ever seen before. Like when you first appear at camp for the first time, you get a cutscene of your party walking in. How cool is that? There's also some quest lines that have been cut out of the game as well, and they honestly feel very natural within Baldur's Gate. Lots of characters in here. And a lot of quest lines too, actually. Here's a list of some of the different things that have been restored back with this mod. And it's also work in progress. They're working on a lot more stuff to come here. And a lot of the stuff made by everything made by Hyperspace Towel is amazing, so it's worth checking out. And the next mod that's similar in vibes is the Ambient AI by Excelsior 1. If you're someone that spends a lot of time like myself creeping on your teammates in camp, this mod's for you because it's going to make it so that they do a lot of different stuff ambiently. Like they may go inspect some of the chests or may move around. They'll wander around camp and they'll go light the sconces. They're going to go jump and sit down in chairs and do a bunch of different stuff versus just standing in their designated spot or by their designated camp tent. And yeah, this is a nice one that just makes camp feel a little bit more natural. So definitely worth checking out. Now this is a nice quality of life mod, the Toggle VX MCM mod for the mod configuration menu. This is by WTF Ben GT. This makes it so that you can turn off VFX, SFX, and really anything that you can modify the spells as you see them. So this is nice if there's certain VFX that you just hate seeing, you can get rid of them with this mod. And this uses the mod configuration menu. I'll be doing a video very shortly on how to use this. I am going to mention again the Duelist class mod, my Elle's class from Expedition 33 by Beat Around My Bush, or as they're known on Nexus, Longbone Cologne. This is worth a second mention just because of how good this is. So yeah, go down this. The VFX are seriously so cool. But the last mod I want to end off with is a mod that I've been using a ton with the Radiant Threads by Ardea. They make my favorite outfit mods in Baldur's Gate 3, and this one adds in a bunch more custom outfits that are seriously out of this world. So I'm going to take you through their shots. This is like the star dress there, perfect for if you're playing a Circle of Stars druid. And you also seen the outfit that my character had on too. And here's another one of the outfits that they got in this mod here. So These feel very natural to Baldur's Gate 3, I gotta say, and very stylish. There's also this one here. Looks great. And this one, which I've been using a ton, the Argentina's Gift. So yeah, I've been wearing this outfit in a lot of different videos, and I seriously think it looks so cool. Full dye support too, and just it's nice, tasteful outfit. It also comes with a shoulder piece there as well. And here's another dress here. This one is really cool too. And the Prison Weave Ensemble, which is the one that I was wearing a lot in a lot of different videos. Very cyberpunk-esque outfit here. I love it. It's seriously so cool. It even has a little bit of a book on the back, which is being hidden by the tail. So boom, there is that book that's on the outfit, and it's such a nice outfit mod. So yeah, this is something you'll be seeing a lot in my future videos. Aradea's outfits always look great. It's giving cyberpunk vibes. You get the Johnny Silverhand vibe. It just looks so cool. So yeah, that was an amazing month for mods in Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know your favorites in the comments below. Go download The Way of the Pizza Chef Monk, and I also have my next subclass mod coming out here soon. So have yourself a great day. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you all in the next video.